Hey everybody, welcome to the Android Development Crash Course playlist. I'm Mauli, a software engineer at Ocon System and a YouTuber. So in this playlist, we are going to learn Android application development from scratch. This is a complete crash course on Android that will take you from zero to hero. I'll teach you step by step from the beginning to a level that you can build a simple applications and publish at the store. In this episode, we are diving into what Android is and why is it such a powerful platform for creating mobile applications, the language you use for creating the apps and how it compares with other options. By the end of this video, you will have a solid understanding of Android as a platform and be ready to start building applications in the future episode. Let's get started. First things first, what's Android? Well, Android is a mobile operating system developed by Google that's used on millions of devices worldwide. It runs on smartphones, tablets, TV, wearables, and even cars. Because it is open source and widely customizable, Android is everywhere. For developers, this means that creating application for Android gives you access to global audience and an endless variety of device types. This report from Statista and then Stats Counter as of 2024 showing the market share of Android versus other platforms. So you can see that Android has the biggest share when it comes to mobile devices. Okay. Android has maintained its position as the leading mobile operating system worldwide in the second quarter of 2024 with a market share of about 71%. So you can see there's a huge market and advantage being Android developer. Now that we know what Android is, let's talk about Android Studio. This is your main tool for building Android apps. It's packed with features that help streamline the entire app development process. In Android Studio, you will find tools to design layout visually, write code, debug issues, test your apps on virtual devices. The integrated tools in Android Studio make it easier to code, test, and preview changes in real time. Think of it as your all-in-one Android toolkit. Let's talk about the languages used to write Android applications. Historically, Android apps were built with Java, which is still used today. Java is a powerful language that's widely understood but can be a bit verbose, which means writing more code to get things done. Then we have Kotlin, the preferred language for Android development today. Kotlin is concise, easy to read, and it works seamlessly with Java. This means if you are working with older code or collaborating with others, you can use both Kotlin and Java side by side. In this series, I will be using Kotlin as it's simpler, more efficient, and the official recommendation from Google for modern Android apps. And if you are new to Kotlin, no worries, I have a Kotlin basic playlist that covers everything you need to know to get started. Check it out if you want a deeper understanding of Kotlin fundamental. It's a great companion to this series. Now you might be wondering, why not use cross-platform frameworks like Flutter to create apps that work on both Android and iOS? Good question. Flutter, built by the same Google, is an excellent tool for creating apps that run on multiple platforms with a single code base, which is fantastic if you need to reach a broader audience with less effort. However, native Android development using Kotlin or Java with Android Studio offers more important benefits. For one, it provides the best performance and access to the latest Android features. If your focus is exclusively on Android, developing natively lets you dive deep into Android specific capacities like using the latest UI features, system level interaction, and high performance graphics. And recently, Google has introduced Jetpack Compose, and with the introduction of Kotlin multi-platform, you can use Compose with Kotlin multi-platform to create apps that can run on multiple platforms. So you need no worry about going to learn Android and then learn other framework. Now, once you have the understanding of Android and Kotlin, you can use that same skill to write application that will run on multiple platforms. So why learn Android development? So why learn Android development specifically? Well, there are some great reasons. Let's find out. First off, there's the demand. Android developers are in high demand. Businesses all kind need mobile apps, and having Android development skills open up roles in companies, freelance opportunities, and even the chance to create your own startup. Finally, with Android, you have the potential to reach millions or even billions of people. Your app could be something that helps entertain or educate users across the globe. It's powerful to make an impact. By the end of this course, you will be equipped to build Android apps that looks great, work smoothly, and reach a wide audience. In this episode, we introduce Android as a platform, its main tools and languages, and compare it to cross-platform options like Flutter. Next up, we will dive into setting up Android Studio and creating your first Android application. If you are ready to get started, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss the next episode. Let's get coding.